Hey everyone, my name's Jim Bob. How the hell are ya? So, everyone loves Pixar, right? They gave us some great titles over the years. Some really good, and some really bad. Yuck. But there's one movie that just seems to be on the boundary of disappointing to just straight up bad. Some people seem to love this movie and some people seem to hate it. And that movie is 2015's The Good Dinosaur. A story about a young dinosaur named Arlo finding a way to make his mark on his family's farm. After his father's death, he gets separated from his family and befriends a little critter named Spot. Together they embark on a journey to try and find their way home. I'm making it my mission today. I want to get to the bottom of this. Is this a good movie or not? Because personally, I certainly don't think it is. So I've invited my good friend and fellow YouTuber all the way from the United States, Amauri Poyntz, as this guy loves Disney and Pixar. I thought it'd be interesting to get some insight on both sides of the argument on whether this film is good or bad. So we're going to jump over to Amauri now and he's going to give his defences on why he thinks The Good Dinosaur is a good movie and why I'm just being a massive dick. And he'll briefly mention a few negatives as well, but his points are mainly focusing on the positive side of the film. And then I'll give my points on why I think it's bad. Take it away, bro, and thank you for joining me today. You're awesome.
Hey YouTubers, it's your boy Amauri Poyntz here. And first off, I want to say thanks to Jim Bob Talks Movies for having me on this collab. Thank you for that. So I am going to be giving my thoughts on Disney Pixar's The Good Dinosaur. So this basically tells the story of what happened if the meteorite that wiped out the dinosaurs missed. And we see this young dinosaur named Arlo who befriends this little cave kid named Spot. And after Arlo lost his father and he wanders off from home through the stream, he kind of runs into Spot. And their friendship kind of like takes kind of like a rocky start at first, but they formed a bond that literally is just one of those good things. And I honestly thought this movie was a pretty fantastic movie. I don't see what the hate for it is all about. I know like there's a couple of scenes that I didn't like, but all in all, I still thought it was a pretty interesting movie that I believe everyone is going to watch and enjoy. Again, Pixar, they really bring the waterworks with this movie, because when I watched it, I was legit crying at like the near ending of the movie. And it really was one of those tear-jerking movies that I believe everyone is just gonna enjoy. Pixar is on fire. Pixar is always on fire with all these amazing tear-jerking movies that everyone enjoys, even myself, because I'm a huge Disney and Pixar fan. Any movie that can make me cry as much as this one did in past Pixar movies, like Toy Story, Toy Story 2, Toy Story 3, those movies really can make a person cry. And yes, this movie did it for me. Though I did have a few problems with a couple of scenes, like with that one dinosaur that was asking Arlo what Spot's name was. And that was kind of annoying, in my opinion. It was just, he was like, I name him, I keep him. That was kind of like a scene that I really wish wasn't in the movie, because it was definitely one of the most annoying scenes that I've ever seen. That's all my opinion. But the rest of the story was perfect, hands down perfect, and I didn't mind it at all, because it's saying there's a theme to the story, like whenever you get lost or feel like you're alone, always count on a friend to help guide you through like the tough times through life and everything. So I believe that was one of the main morals of the movie. And I'm done with my rant now. On to the positives and negatives. First off, the positives is, again, this movie, the moral of the story is just hands down perfect. I fully agree with the moral of the story. Always find a friend that will help guide you and help understand how you feel, and basically just know that you're not alone. I'm sorry if I'm explaining this badly. Please forgive me. But all in all, another positive about this movie is that, well, we get to see a lot of like hidden Easter eggs because Pixar is known for its hidden Easter eggs and everything. Again, another positive, what else I can think of is that, well, I love how like Spot and Arlo formed like a unique bond. At first they hated each other, and as the movie progressed, they really grown to like each other throughout their journey and much more. Again, on to the negatives. One of the negatives is that, again, that one scene with the dinosaur where he has all these pets on his like head and all that, saying he names them, he keeps them. That was just kind of stupid, pretty dumb. That I think that scene could have been like cut out of the movie because it wasn't really necessary. It really wasn't necessary whatsoever. And another negative is that, well, like how Arlo's siblings pick on him, I think that was just, it was annoying. It was one of my most hated scenes ever, and it was just honestly not needed in the movie either. And that's it for my positives and negatives. Onto the rating. B plus, because I did enjoy the movie, and honestly, what it stood for, I had a few problems with the movie. Some of the scenes in this movie, I don't think it was really needed. Some of the scenes in this movie could have just been cut out and all that, and that's just my opinion. But all in all, again, I agree. I love the story and how it was played out, and it really did. It kind of really did brought a perspective on us. What could have happened if, like, the meteorite that wiped out the dinosaurs missed, and we got kind of like a view what would have happened if it did. So yeah, that was pretty interesting, and I enjoyed seeing that. And again, that's it for my thoughts on The Good Dinosaur. Again, thank you, Jim, for having me on your channel, buddy. And hopefully we get to do another collab someday. Who knows? Maybe in the distant future. And I'm looking forward to seeing you grow more and more on YouTube, man. Be sure to follow me and just like, comment, and subscribe on his video. And be sure to subscribe to my channel too, Amauri Poyntz. And like, comment, subscribe on all my videos. And be sure to follow me on the Stardust tab at Amauri106 for my latest movie/trailer reaction. I will see you guys soon. Take care and God bless. Peace.
Okay, thank you, Amauri. Some really good and interesting defences there. And yes, we will definitely collaborate sometime in the distant future. I'm looking forward to it, man. Remember, everyone has an opinion, and an opinion is an opinion, so please be respectful in the comments. If you disagree with Amauri, let us know. If you disagree with me, let us know. We'd love to hear your take too, but here's why I think the movie is bad. And when I say bad, I don't mean horrendously bad. Nothing like I was being tortured or something like that. Nothing like I was part of Saw. It was just very meh. Okay, so to start off, for one, it does what most Pixar films do, and it bases itself around an interesting concept. Pixar, to me, usually are really good at this stuff. You got Soul, Inside Out, Toy Story. They're all perfect examples of using a wacky concept to its fullest and making us as an audience feel sucked in and immersed in this crazy, out-of-this-universe world. Pixar do all sorts of crazy concepts. You got Toys Are Alive, emotions inside a little girl's head are alive. Souls, who are essentially the personalities for human beings, finding their spark is also a thing. They all were. However, I didn't get any of that from The Good Dinosaur. So the comet that killed the dinosaur 65 million years ago in this film misses the Earth, and we see a pretty funny reaction from the dinosaurs. Then it cuts to millions of years later, and it's like the movie doesn't bother to play around with the concept of dinosaurs fucking survived. It just gives us a very generic story about a young dinosaur who gets separated from his family and befriending a character who's a complete outcast. It's just so cliche at this point. And the longer the movie went on, the more and more and more I thought, I've seen this story done before. Disney and Pixar do this all the time. Two characters who couldn't be any more different meet, and at first they don't like each other. Suddenly over the course of the movie they bond and become friends and discover the true meaning of friendship. It's a little cliche. For examples, Woody and Buzz didn't like each other, became friends. Ralph and Vanellope didn't like each other, became friends. Moana and Mary didn't like each other, became friends. Anna and Kristoff didn't like each other, became More than friends. But most of the time the characters are interesting. Woody is the guy who's always been the favourite and struggles to fight the jealousy of becoming second best. Ralph is the villain who doesn't want to be the bad guy anymore. Anna is the conflicted princess who sees nothing but walls her entire life, and Arlo and Spot are just kid who screams and child who acts like a dog. But holy shit, this movie is so boring. The dynamic between Arlo and Spot is so basic and it's not even that interesting to me. So it's like the movie had this really interesting concept behind what it was trying to do and didn't bother to play around with the idea. I have similar issues with Onward on this matter, but at least Onward was a good movie. Which is a little odd because Pixar are usually very good at world building aspects. Coco is a prime example of this, but The Good Dinosaur is just boring and he plays it frustratingly safe. But just talking about it, my brain feels like it's in electroshock therapy. There's a human and dinosaur coexistence. Sounds really interesting. Now take something like Dinotopia for example. If you don't know what Dinotopia is, it's a series of books about dinosaurs and humans coexisting on a remote island which has never been discovered by anyone else other than its residents. Dinotopia to me is fascinating, so I don't know why The Good Dinosaur decided to play it safe. But it's not only the concept that bugs me, it also bugs me that the animation in this film is one of Pixar's best. The scenery looks so beautiful and so real, and in some places it's even more stunning than the live action Lion King. But with all this realism to the environment, the grass, the trees, the sky, everything, the attention to detail and the texture put into every single frame. I mean, come on, it looks so out of place with cartoon dinosaurs in the shot. It would be like if I had a picture of a real Grand Canyon or something like that and stuck a picture of Roadrunner in it. It'd be kind of like that. Yeah, okay, I'm exaggerating, but you get my gist.
One more thing!
Why does Spot act like a dog? It bothers me so much. I mean, some could say this is Pixar playing with the concept they were going for, with dinosaurs being more human and the humans being more animal-like, but it was so dumb. I mean, look at this scene. Damn, are you sure this is a kids movie? If you're gonna make him act like a dog and howl, you may as well make him like a wolf cub or something, not a human child. It just doesn't work for me at all. And I just have to mention the elephant in the room. Can I bring everyone's attention to this scene here? This scene where Arlo and Spot meet a family of T-Rex who are looking for a herd of longhorns. And this scene feels like the exact definition of writers running out of ideas on how to extend the movie. Because The Good Dinosaur is about an hour and 33 minutes long, and at least 15 of those minutes are dedicated to this segment with the T-Rex family. But it feels so completely out of place from the rest of the movie. You could remove this entire section and the story wouldn't change in any way possible. It's like the developers were like, oh shit, our movie's not long enough. Okay, think of some useless shit to put in there to extend the runtime. I know, let's make T-Rexes that wobble like, horses? Or a cowboy on a horse, if that? Like, what the hell even is this? It just reminded me of the Canto Bight sequence in Star Wars The Last Jedi, another huge segment of the film that is completely out of place from the rest of the movie. I mean,
Nobody cares!
I guess the way the T-Rex ran in this is supposed to mimic a cowboy on a horse or something, but Jesus Christ, it's so dumb. Because if you think about it, the meteor missed the Earth, right? That means cowboys and Indians never existed, so this motion never would have existed, so why the hell are they doing it? So overall guys, The Good Dinosaur may have great animation, but that's all it really has going for it. I don't know how Pixar expect me to resonate with any of these characters. It seems the main cause of conflict half of the time is Arlo getting scared and getting himself into shit, but it gets old fast. And this scene here where Arlo sees his father again after his death, I know it wasn't entirely the same reason, but they totally ripped off the Lion King, I'm sorry, but they did. So if you're going to play off a concept which is completely out the ordinary, at least play with the idea. I mean, a friend of mine even pointed out that even Cars plays around with its concept a lot more than The Good Dinosaur does. And yeah, it's Cars. So there you have it guys, The Good Dinosaur review given to you from a positive perspective and a negative perspective. So let me know down below in the comments who you agree with. Do you think The Good Dinosaur is a good or bad movie? And don't forget to subscribe to Amauri Poyntz. I've linked his channel down below in the description. He loves Disney and Pixar and he's awesome, so show him some love. Thank you again Amauri for joining me. I can't wait to do it again, bro. As always guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like what I do here, please consider clicking that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. Remember, it's not just a movie, it's an experience. Take care everyone, and stay awesome. So there you have it guys, another episode of the Movie Bros. The Movie Bros is something I wanted to create so I could bring movie lovers together. So if you want to collaborate with me, hit me up in my DMs, I'll be happy to do it with you. And the video doesn't have to be just uploaded to my channel, it can be uploaded to yours as well. I'm more than happy to do that for you, as long as you don't take the credit. Let me know, I'm an open book.